It's just some man. What the bird is barbecuing.
Well, that was an interesting way to start this video. Whatever, I was trying to change sides. For some reason I was playing with music on. I have no idea why, the music should be off, but cool. Good day jabronis, it is TheVerd, back with you again. And we're here for, what is this, week 5 of the CPC. I'm going to close my door. Yeah, hooray, another battle in the CPC. Guys, honestly, right now, probably not the best time in my life to be trying to be confident about anything, because people who know me personally know that life is not really going well for me. It's just one setback after another, so I was like, oh, we'll just go back into Mons, because, you know, it's like one of the only things these days I seem to be good at, so I was like, let's do this. We got Turk this week. He and I are good friends. Known each other for quite a while. Really good guys, got a really cool team, and he brought a lot of stuff I wasn't expecting. Well, not really a lot of stuff, just mainly 2 things. I kind of expected my Lotic, Diancie, Mega Lock, and Reuniclus. I didn't expect the Zard. I actually expected Thunderous over Zard in that spot, and then he brought Skuntank, which I kind of feel like he maybe would bring Skuntank or Serena, just because of my hazards, but I also felt Skuntank was kind of shit in this matchup, just because yes, it could trap and kill Victini, but at the same time it kind of allowed Terrakion to get a free setup, so each their own. But you're going to see in this game that I definitely do some things I really shouldn't have done, looking back on it. Really shouldn't have done. And it's just a case of me, I don't know if I'm on tilt or what's going on. I'm just zero confidence right now in myself and everything else. But we're just gonna go on to the game, because I'm looking for you for this anymore. So basically my main plan with this team was get up Webs with Garvantula and SD Terrakion to sweeps, because it basically OHKOs Diancie, OHKOs Milotic, X-Scissor has a 50-50 chance to knock out fully Split F Reuniclus, so you know, all that great stuff. Then I had a Scarf Whimsicott with Switcheroo. Basically the premise was he's going to lead Lopunny, I'm going to lead Whimsicott. I'm going to, you know, go for the Moonblast if he stays in, doesn't go for the Fake Out, give a ridiculous amount of damage. If he does go for the Fake Out, then he's going to double into potentially Registeel. I can go for the Switcheroo, give it a Choice Scarf, and then go for Taunt on the following turn, and basically just shut down his Registeel for the rest of the game, which would have been lovely. But he didn't bring Registeel, so that plan was just absolutely stupid. And it's it's not going to be great for us in this matchup. As you can see, my team, unfortunately as well, just doesn't have a switching for Mega Lopunny. Nothing on my team exists that can counter it, so that's fantastic. That's why I wanted Webs, because Webs can kind of slow down Lopunny, so most of my team can outspeed and kill it. But regardless, then we got Weavile, 4 attacks, Life Orb. I had Iron Tail on there for Diancie, because I'm like, yeah, might as well kill Diancie. You know, Weavile's got a good chance of getting some MVP points here. He doesn't really have a lot for it, so cool. Rotom is specially offensive Colbur, because I figured you'd bring his Thundurus Therian, because my ground type is a Nidoking, so you can kind of check that really well, but he didn't bring it, so I was like, alright, cool. I guess it's the Zard check now. Had Expert Belt Webs Garvantula, basically just a general Garvantula, said nothing really that special about it, and then finally an Assault vs Victini, because they needed to switch into Reuniclus. It couldn't really hit Diancie that hard though, which is a problem, and yeah, it was just, yeah, I'm not really gonna, guys, like, I'm really just not in the mood to do this. Let's just get this over and done with, alright? So he's going to lead Lopunny, I'm going to lead Whimsicott, which is basically the situation I wanted. I figured, you know, he's probably going to go for the Fake Out. That's cool. Now on this turn, I figured he's either going to go into his Char-Lizard or his Skuntank. Reason being is that, you know, Skuntank can eat up a Moonblast just fine from a Whimsicott, or can take the Leech Seed and whatnot and, you know, just pressure me. And Char-Lizard is just Char-Lizard. So I figured Terrakion against both of those guys is by far the best play. Being able to just come in, it can pressure Skuntank quite easily. Close combat, if he is not a defensive Skuntank, we'll just straight up OHKO him. So I figured he's probably going to go into Milotic, but as he's about to discover, even a Fizz Death Milotic is not a switch into Life Orb Terrakion. as his Flame Orb does activate, but at this point, the roll was like 36 to 44%, so heavily in my favour. I knew that, so I just needed to be aggressive at this point in the game. I just went for another CC, he goes into Reuniclus, and that damage tells me that he is most likely a max HP, no defense investment set, which means probably Trick Room, and this is where I had a really tough decision to make. And this is the first of many regretful decisions, aside from the team building. Basically, what I should have done here is just click X-Scissor, because it definitely knocked out Reuniclus. If it had a Tangerberry, then that sucks, but at the same time, I don't necessarily need Terrakion to win this match. I weaken Reuniclus to the point where I could just, if he used Trick Room, I either go for the X-Scissor and he sets a Trick Room, or he's just going to kill me with Psychic, then I can just go into Victini, get the easiest revenge kill of my life. It's not that big of a deal. So what I should have just done here, guys, quite simply, is just clicked X-Scissor and knocked him out, because it would have killed, for sure, because he wasn't Tangerberry, but I decide, just as the first dumb decision in the game, to preserve Terrakion and go out to my Victini, because I was like, well, if he sets up Trick Room, because I am AV, I can take it, but he just goes for Shadow Ball, gets up a tremendous amount of damage. I'm just going to U-turn, because I predict Diancie to come in, and this is where, again, there was no need for this. There was just no need for this play. I basically should have just gone Whimsicott, because I have Taunt. My whole premise with this team is, oh, I have Weavile, Victini, and Galvantula. Let's not get up rocks. But I decide, instead of just going out to my Whimsicott and Taunt, because if I click Taunt on this Diancie, worst it can do to me is Dino Storm, and I have a Rotom in the back that can 1v1 it at this point, so it's not like I'm under any kind of duress. But instead, what I decided to do, which is just, freaking genius, is I go out to Weavile, because in my head, in my stupid fucking head, I was like, oh, well, I can just go for an Iron Tail right now. It definitely knocks out Diancie 115% of the time. Let's just do it. Let's get rid of this Mon. Let's not have rocks on this field anymore. Let's just, let's just do that. That was my first chance to go on to Whimsicott and to click Taunt. Just remember that, guys. That was my first chance to do it. But I decide, you know what? Maybe he's not the Berry. Maybe I can just knock him out right now. But then I see no lefties recovery, and that should have been my first sign that, hey, there's a pretty good chance this Diancie is Berry. And I should have just gone hard out to Whimsicott to play it safe. But I'm like, you know what? Screw it. We're going to click Iron Tail regard. I basically screwed myself over at this point, because, after Webs, look at the state of his team and look at my Weavile. But, just me being like, no, it won't be that big of a deal. Like, we'll just go for Iron Tail. And of course he's Berry. Why wouldn't he be Berry in this matchup? And yeah, I'm dead. One of my best Mon so far this season is dead by turn 7. For literally no reason. Could have been saved, would have been an issue. Go me. So, that's great. And behold, guys, round 2 of, hey, remember when you gave your Whimsicott Taunt but decided not to use it? Because the thing is, yes, there is a chance for Giga to knock out Diancie from it, but at the same time, there's a chance he just goes hard out to his Char-Lizard. And so I was thinking, like, okay, I don't really want that to happen. I wanted to click Giga Drain because I was like, well, at this point, Diancie can't really come in, like, because it was at +2 defense. Terrakion is a roll to actually knock it out with Life Orb close combat, as sad as that sounds. It is true, because Diancie is a bulky motherfucker. Victini cannot knock it out with anything. Galvantula does not. It has Volt Switch. It doesn't have Thunder, so I can't even knock it out with Galvantula. Even an Energy Ball. Energy Ball would knock it out, but I'm not running Energy Ball. I'm running HP Ice because he does have a Zydoge. But yeah, freaking genius Verd strikes again, and I'm like, okay, well, the only way I can actually knock this out is Whimsicott if I can get a good enough roll with Energy Ball. Now, sorry, no, not Energy Ball. I should have been running Energy Ball, but instead I'm running Giga Drain. If I ran Energy Ball, it was a roll in my favour to knock out this Diancie from here, but Giga Drain is a roll in his favour because I'm running no special attack investment, and he's running max HP investment. So, because of that, because I knew it was a roll, what I should have just done was said, well, I think I should just click Taunt here, because it's in his best interest to go for his rocks here, or switch out to Zard. Now, if he goes out to Zard, I go for the Taunt, means he can't maybe Roost. I can go hard to Rotom. Rotom can take 2 Fire Blasts, will be fine. If I go for Giga Drain here and it doesn't knock out Diancie, he gets like 3 rocks. Or if I go for Giga Drain and he goes out to Zard, then it's not. looking back on this now, it is really, really stupid the way that I played this game. It just honestly, it disgusts me the way that I play. I don't know if it's the team or me right now, but it's just not fun. I'm not enjoying playing Pokemon at this point in time. But regardless, as you can expect, I go for Giga Drain, thinking, well, surely I'm going to get the roll to knock him out. Of course I'm not going to get the roll. Why would I even try? And then, like, he gets up his rocks. When I could have just quick taunt, completely nullified that, gone out to my Rotom there quite safely, gone for either a Volt Switch there, or I could have just gone for a free Willow because he didn't have a switch in for it. If he went like, he wouldn't go Milotic hard on a Rotom, I don't think that would be a play for him. So it would have put me in like a phenomenal position against him. But instead, I make a terrible play, and now, because I am locked into Giga Drain, I click it again because I'm like, well, I might as well knock out Diancie and just goes free and Dazard. And this is where Rocks being up is dumb, because now Rotom comes in, and as you're going to see, Fire Blast does 49%. Now, that means that if Rocks weren't up, if I had taunted that Diancie, also that's a max roll on Fire Blast, so that's just fantastic. But the fact is, even with 2 max rolls, my specially defensive Rotom does not die, which means I could have gone for a Volt Switch, I could have gone for a Pain Split, I could have done anything I fucking wanted to do, but because I allowed this Diancie to get up Rocks, I now get 2 KO'd by Fire Blast. Hooray! Fan-fucking-tastic. So I go to Galvantula, because I'm like, well, I'm a Galvantula, I can just, go for my webs here, and I still have a chance, because